I calm myself, close my eyes, and put myself in the forest in my mind's eye. Immediately I meet Cernunnos. He makes the earth crack open so I can see the worms. He makes the birds land on his shoulders, and foxes and deer approach. What do we want to talk about today? About destruction. Suddenly the trees are knocked down by a burning red wall, and the sound of bulldozers approaches. He says, "There's a human in my forest, and it's driving me mad with grief." I know what you mean. "There's a human in my forest" is even the name of a short film about baby monkeys whose mothers die in all the illegal forest fires. The Native American saying is a bit worn, but by no means yesterday's news. They say, "Only when all the fish are caught and the last bison is shot, then the white man will finally see that money can't be eaten." Fortunately, we, the gods, have become active again before the last fish is dead. We are stirring anger in your young people and driving them to do things differently. It wasn't always this way, by the way. Going against your collective stupidity with education and hope was not always our chosen course of action, and this is why you have so many legends about vengeful gods. In the past, it was really clear that if you wanted to return home to your village in the evening, you were not allowed to enter certain parts of the forest, because we defended our borders with an absolute fierceness. If you disturbed our sacred groves and our dearest ponds, you did not live to enjoy your success. Our revenge was legendary in every sense of the word. But it was of no use. Generation after generation, you have nevertheless assimilated everything. We also gave you some things voluntarily when we saw that the village was starving. It's the classic lesson. Give a man your little finger and he will cut off your arm. No one knows this better than me. Like my companion Gaia, the great goddess for whom you have countless names, I stand beside you and have to watch what you do. And this I have done since the start of your so-called high civilizations. I have become a weak god, maybe soft with the years. I'm honestly trying to understand how your words fit into all that I've read and heard before. Because, for example, Conversations with God specifically said that no one punishes us and that we are 100% in control of our own lives. Yes, today. And moreover, this is said to someone who believes in only one God. But you don't. Otherwise I wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be talking. We couldn't talk at all. Even better, you don't have to argue with anyone about the one God versus the many gods. Because, again, we are all part of the one. And we all say the same things, only with different vocabulary. If the one Christian God from Conversations with God, the books, proclaims that your actions, for example, cutting down a tree, have effects, for example, the tree falls on you and kills you, then this is just as correct as my statement. And it's just as correct as the statement of the scientist. It is just all one, after all. It doesn't matter who you look to for guidance. Some things, some rules and fundamentals do not change, and therein lies a sacred geometry. If you have internalized the sacred geometry, you possess the 7 pillars of knowledge, also known as hermetic knowledge. These divine laws are the barriers of your free will. You often wonder where exactly they come into play, especially in your novels. Your fictional books are your playground to examine the set of eternal rules with the elves, and they give you information freely. They also teach you how many souls of two peoples must be destroyed before both parties renounce the game, because there's something more important than the eternal quarreling after all. This is exactly where humanity stands now. Your young generation is saying, enough. Enough war, death, and destruction. I don't want to be a hero. I don't want your money. I want the forest. I want the sea. I want back the healthy nature that is mine. This is my birthright. Whoa, thank you so much. I hope I practice protecting the forest and the sea every day to make myself aware of my thinking errors along the way. I vow to do better. The most important thing for you is honoring our contract, little scribe.